Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Conversation with Freedom. Today I have a very special guest, Emma Nesta. We'll be getting to know her and the amazing work that she's doing. Emma, welcome to my podcast.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Freedom. I'm really pleased to be here.
You're welcome. For those people who don't know who Emma is, please tell us more about yourself and the work that you do.
Sure. So hi, I'm Emma Nesta, and I am a transformational life, vocal and performance coach. So what that means is I help people to learn to love their voice, not just in singing or in speaking, but in what they're saying to themselves as well.
Oh, okay. What are some of the techniques that you use with your client?
Gosh, I use so many different techniques.
Yeah.
Everyone is unique. So everyone has their own unique vocal fingerprint, if you like. So we all sound different, we all say different things to ourselves. We know this. So the techniques that I use is a blend of coaching techniques, so questions and exploration. I've also studied therapeutic practice, so I incorporate some therapeutic practice within what I do as well. And we do exercises, so we use somatic vocal exercises, physical exercises, and then some more kind of traditional voice exercises as well. So I tailor it to suit everyone that I work with.
Okay. Where did it all begin? I think where this is the like, where did it all begin? How did you get into vocal coaching? I think this is the question which I should have asked you.
It's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Gosh, where did it begin? I was given for my 8th or 9th birthday, I can't remember, a karaoke machine. It was about this big. It had cassettes, so it was quite old. And I used to put Motown cassettes in the karaoke machine and take it to school in my school bag.
When was this?
Oh my gosh, 1992.
Oh!
Were you even born then? Were you born?
Yes.
So cast your memory back to 1992.
Okay.
I was about, I think it was around then. My maths isn't great sometimes, so I can't work it out. Yes, I was around that kind of age. And I used to sit under the tree at school on my own. I was very shy. I didn't like to sing in front of anyone. I didn't laugh out loud. I didn't shout. I was very shy. I spoke a lot. When I had the opportunity to speak, I would talk a lot, but I just didn't have that kind of freeing vocal energy that some children have. You know, I held back quite a lot. So this was an opportunity for me to really kind of just sing, and I would sing along to these Motown songs, and oh my gosh, I just loved it. And I kind of kept it a secret for a while that I loved singing. And then when I was about 14, 15, I sang for the first time in front of anyone.
And how was it?
And people were like, oh, you're actually okay. Oh my gosh, you know, like shocked about it. I was still really shy. I still didn't speak to myself very kindly about my gift. I kind of like always told myself I hated it. Oh, I hate my voice. I hate the sound of, I hate listening back to myself. I don't sound like this person. I'm never going to be like that. So my self-talk was not very positive. It was damaging. So I went to Performing Arts College and had some fun there. And then when I was 18, I went to America.
Okay.
And I was working with vulnerable children and adults with disabilities.
Okay.
All a range of different types of people from different places. And I would do music and drama workshops there.
Mm.
And I absolutely loved it. I loved it because I could see people growing and transforming and just being free. And it just reminded me of like when I used to sit under the tree with my karaoke machine, and it was just like that private space where you can be free and just try new things. I then went to New York for a little bit and got to sing with a soul band in New York City. And there's a cafe there called Cafe Wha, W-H-A exclamation mark.
Okay.
Jimi Hendrix did his first ever gig over there in that same cafe. So I was asked to sing and I thought, no, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm too shy. I'm too scared.
Yeah.
And my friend said, what would your mum think? You know, you have to do it. You have to take this opportunity. Opportunity's knocking for you. You have to do it.
Yeah.
So I stood on the stage and I messed up.
Oh.
The band came in and I didn't come in at the right time.
Oh.
Ouch. I was so embarrassed. So I looked at the band, you know, like, oh, what have I done? And they said, let's do it again. So they did it again. And I started to sing.
Wow.
And everyone was talking by this point. The whole audience were talking. They weren't listening to me. So I was just like, oh, great. Carried on, and I just closed my eyes and I just let myself go, listened to the music, felt the dance between myself and the musicians, and I just sang and I just got back on track. And it was the most beautiful experience. I'd never done it before, and it was just the most beautiful experience. I'm so glad that I carried on.
Yeah.
I didn't give up.
Yeah.
And then gradually people started turning their heads and stopped to talk.
Yeah.
And they were listening.
Wow.
And then I finished and they stood up and they started clapping for me. And
wow.
I'd never experienced anything like it. I was 18 years of age and I thought, I love this. I need to do more of this. So when I came back to the UK, I was singing in bands, I was singing with DJs, I was traveling around. It was a great time, but I did have a full-time job at the same time.
Oh.
So it was a lot. I was
How did you juggle?
Yeah. But I was young and it was fun and it was cool, you know, it was great. But I lost my voice. I lost it.
How so?
I couldn't speak. I would speak like this.
Wow.
So when it was really bad. I was on the phone at work and it hurt. It was physically hurting my throat, the tension. I couldn't breathe properly. It was, you know, it was tough. It was really tough. And I went to the ENT doctor and they put the tube down my throat and they saw that I had damage. So I needed to rehabilitate my voice. So that's what I did. I did it. I did just that. So I learned lots of different techniques to get the vocal folds moving properly again and using my vocal mechanism and understanding the biology of my voice, how we produce sound. And the journey started from there. And then I just started to support other people. And I was coaching and training singers, speakers of all ages. And I've done that now for 20 years.
Oh, wow. What kind of advice would you give to that little girl or boy who's struggling to fit in, who's shy, who doesn't feel like she belong or he belong? What kind of advices would you give to that boy or girl?
The advice I would give to the boy or the girl that's feeling like they don't fit in, or they're shy, or they know they've got something that they want to do, and that could be anything.
Yeah.
It's just keep doing it. Don't give up. And we hear this all the time.
Yes.
So easy to sabotage the one thing that brings us joy. And I did that for so many years. I sabotaged a gift of singing, and not just for everyone else, but I feel like it heals me. So for anyone, whatever it is that they're good at, or that they just really love to do, love doing it, just always do it. It will always come up in your life anyway. I really believe that. You can try and hide away from it. It's always going to come back.
Oh. That's so powerful.
Does it resonate with you, Freedom?
Yes, it does. It does. It does.
What's your thing? What's your thing?
I feel like connecting with people, doing this just gives me life.
Yeah.
I'm very, very passionate. I really, really love connecting with people, getting to know them in whatever that they're doing. So this is just it for me. That's how I feel.
That's it. And you've got to just keep showing up and doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. And it's a dream come true. Look who I'm talking to right now. I feel honored to have someone like you on my podcast.
I feel so happy to be here. I feel exactly the same. I love meeting new people. I love hearing about where people want to go, the development, the transformations. And I loved, if I can just be a part of that journey, it's such a blessing. And I've been fortunate enough to see, I've worked with children who were 10, 11, 12, 13, and I've worked with them right the way through to their 20s.
Wow.
And I still see them on social media. I mean, when I first started, we didn't really put much on social media.
Yeah.
But now, I see these talented artists that I've been working with over the years, and they're out performing, they're releasing music. They are, so confident and trying out new things. And I feel so privileged to have been a part of that journey.
Yeah.
The credit is always down to the person that keeps getting up and carrying on and trying again. Like, that's where the credit goes, and people can give us advice, people can be a mentor, be a lecturer, be a teacher. But if you listen to it and take it on, and what you do with that knowledge, that really counts.
Wow. It's so amazing. And what are some of the challenges that you've come across? Because you've been doing this for some time now. Yeah. What kind of challenges that you've come across and the lessons that you've learned?
Wow, lots. Okay, well, there's challenges for me are opportunities for growth. They are, and especially now I've done the coaching accreditation, the ICF coaching accreditation, I question everything now, but it's still sometimes difficult because that self-sabotage comes in. And I think that's the thing that I've really struggled with. You know, challenges in life can, okay, let me think how to word this. Life hasn't always been easy. There's been lots of grief, lots of trauma in my life that I've had to deal with. And this work that I do, and when I'm singing on stage or when I'm working with someone in my studio or in my practice, I don't think about any of that stuff.
Wow.
So when it's about mindset, so when that kind of like the tough parts of life start to creep in, that's what I find a challenge sometimes. And it never creeps into my work, but sometimes it gets a bit exhausting trying to overcome that kind of negative mindset that can sometimes stop me from progressing as quickly. And what I've been doing more recently is stopping, breathing, and just connecting to that feeling of why I do what I do, and remembering that if I did a live video on Facebook or now doing this with you, some people will watch it and it won't be for them. That's fine. There might be one person that listens and it completely changes their frame of mind for forever.
That's true.
So that's the bit. We're not here to please everybody.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if we've got challenges that affect us and we have to deal with. Our mental health is something that we need to really understand, really connect with.
Yes.
Oh, there's a fly in here. You know, it's something that we really need to connect with because it keeps us on track. It's not separate, it's part of who we are. So that's, for me, it's been my biggest challenge. What does everyone always think of me when I come on live? You know, when I perform, it's like I'm a different person. It's wonderful. But then when I'm just me, like now, I think, oh, you know, am I going to come across the right way? And I'm a voice coach. I'm a performance coach. I'm supposed to help people feel really confident all the time.
Yes.
That's not confidence. Standing on stage, being like somebody else, that's not confidence. Confidence is being able to say, I found this challenging today. I had to deal with this today. And I've changed the way my thoughts have framed my day. I've managed to do that. And I've still shown up and I'm still here. For me, that is confidence.
Yes. Wow. That's so profound.
Thanks.
Yes.
It's go on.
Okay. No, I've just wanted to ask, how do you define success?
How do I define success? This is a biggie. I used to think success was being at the top of your game. I used to think success was material stuff.
Mm.
I used to tell myself I didn't think that, but I did think that our level of success was measured by the amount of money in the bank, the car that we drive, the clothes that we wear, the house that I live in.
Yeah.
I achieved some of those things a few years ago, and I was unhappy.
Oh.
I still felt unfulfilled.
Oh.
I was grateful. I was so grateful, but there was something missing still.
Yeah.
So for me, it just all ties in really nicely that success is, for me, sitting under the tree and feeling free. Having
Wow.
that feeling, that's success.
Yeah. Okay. It's
I've got a lot to say.
yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having so much fun talking to Emma. She's so amazing. Just off air, she promised to sing something for us. Emma, please. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm going to use one of these quickly. This is called a vocal tube, and you can search for these on Instagram.
Oh, okay.
It's really good for warming up your vocal folds, so it clears any resistance. So, you know, sometimes when you're about to speak or sing, and some people want to clear their throat with a cough. Do you know what I mean? Like some people go
yes.
before they speak.
Yeah.
And if you do this, it releases that kind of tension, because when we think, and even when you're like me, I've sung loads, and someone says, oh, will you speak or will you sing? Your brain still says, oh, I'm nervous. The adrenaline kind of goes, whoop, like switches out of our brain, and then our muscles tense. And these muscles here, they tense up.
Oh.
And you know, like you go, a bit panicking, a bit short of breath.
Yeah.
So doing this means that you have to take a deep breath, and then you create some phonation, which is the sound.
Oh.
And it takes away any tension, and my voice is clearer. So I'm ready to sing now. Can't do it on stage though, you have to do it just before.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so on Saturday I went to see Gladys Knight. Do you know Gladys Knight?
Yes, I do.
She was amazing.
Yes.
Like, so good.
Yes.
When I was sat under the tree, I used to listen to her songs.
Wow. How was it like? How was it like seeing her, like performing?
She is, someone likened her voice to a saxophone. The tones in her voice are just like, it's like a cuddle.
Yeah.
She's just, and her diction and articulation is insane, and the way she pauses and the emotion that is in her delivery is so beautiful. And she's sassy as well, you know, she's like, yeah. She's just so cool.
Yeah.
And she's like 78.
Oh.
She's a queen.
She's 78 and she's still got the kid.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Oh, I am nervous. It's good to have some nerves.
Yes.
It's sad to think we're not gonna make it. And it's gotten to the point where we just can't fake it. For some ungodly reason, we just won't let it die. I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. I keep wondering what I'm gonna do without you. And I guess you must be wondering the same thing as me. So we go on together, living a lie. I guess neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. Farewell, my love. Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. And I mean,
I held back. I was thinking I was singing it a bit loud. What are my neighbours going to think? It's so easy.
Wow. Wow.
I've never done this. This is new for me. I've normally got a microphone and a stage.
Wow. You're so amazing.
Oh, Freedom, thank you. I think you're so amazing too. Honestly, I just thank you so much for having me on. This is brilliant.
Any advice for someone who wanna get into the music industry?
Gosh, yeah. You've got to network. Network. You've got to tell people what you do. You have to tell people. You have to be, I don't like the term fake it till you make it. Okay, but I do believe that you have to visualize and see yourself as the person you want to show up as. So you're not faking it because you can be that person. So visualize yourself talking to people, practice every single day. So even if it's just 10 minutes of singing or 10 minutes of networking a day online, meet people, because you never know who's going to have an opportunity for you. And if you meet someone and you don't tell them what you do, they won't. There's been so many times, Freedom, that I've had phone calls from people that said, oh, I spoke to so-and-so the other day and they told me that you're a voice coach or that you're a singer. We'd like to book you. Or, you know, none of that work would have come my way if I hadn't have done that. Take every single opportunity. There were songs that I wrote when I was in my early 20s that got used in my mid-20s for someone else's album, which then I got royalties for from PRS. So it's played on the radio. It's a global track. When I wrote that song, I could have screwed it up or put it in a book and put it in my loft. Never give up on any of it. Have it all there. Tell everyone about it.
Wow.
That's my advice.
I'm trying to take it all in.
You need to take it as well, for you.
Keep
putting yourself out there, you know, and don't be hard on yourself. You know, there's no time for that. Learn from things, reflect, think, how could I do better next time? don't give up after someone says no. I know that's a lot of people say it, but you just got to keep doing it every single day. Get that feeling of fulfillment from your work. Do what you love, keep doing it. If you need to juggle, like I did for many years, juggling different jobs to try and make it happen, do it. Doesn't matter, you're working, you're paying your bills, and you're doing what you love.
Yes.
And one day that balance switches.
What's next for Emma? Where would you like to see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years?
Gosh, that's a big question, because I've been recently enjoying my present now, the present time. Where do I see myself in 5 to 10 years? What's next for Emma? I've got a big goal of I want to create an online community, sharing what I do and helping as many people as possible to achieve their goals by speaking, doing motivational speaking or singing, and helping them turn that into a profitable business.
Wow.
I also would like to speak on more stages myself. But ultimately, is just watch my children grow and just be a massive present mum. Massive present mum? A present mum, massively. And enjoy my family, and that's ultimately, that's life for me.
You've got a workshop coming up. Please tell us more about the workshop and how can people get involved?
Yeah, so on Thursday, the 30th of June at 7 p.m, I'm running a 2-hour vocal workshop. Okay. It's called the Vocal Awakening. And it's ideal for people who want to explore how the voice works, who want to gain confidence to speak on camera like we are now. And maybe they have a business that they're launching or have already launched. They want to do live videos. Maybe they want to do reels and TikToks and stuff like that. Or maybe they want to record some content. Or maybe they just feel like they want to explore the sounds that we can make and just get a deeper connection with what our voice can actually do.
Wow.
I'll send you the link.
Okay, thank you. Is there anything that you want to share with us that I didn't ask?
Oh, wow. Okay, I'm just going to give 3 questions to ask yourself. So really think about what it is that you love about your voice. And consider, when you're making the sound, what does it feel like in your body? And when you're speaking, be aware and connect with any vibration that's happening in the body, the body language. So if there's any tension, and keep a note of it.
Those are interesting questions.
And what do you find challenging when you're speaking or singing? And also, who do you love to listen to?
Oh, wow. Those are very interesting questions. Emma, thank you so much for your time. And
thank you.
This is the last question which I ask all my guests on the podcast. When it is all said and done, How would you like to be remembered?
Freedom? Gosh. Okay, all right. I don't know. I don't know. I want people to just feel like they enjoyed being around me and enjoyed our time together and have happy memories. I feel like it's a blessing to be part of other people's lives.
Yes.
And if I've had a positive impact on their life, then that's amazing. But for me to have been able to do that, it's been amazing for me.
Oh, man, it's been such an honor to have you on my podcast, and I would like us to continue this conversation. You're so amazing. I feel inspired by your story. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
Where can people get hold of you on social media?
Either on Facebook, Love Your Voice Coach, or Instagram, Love Your Voice _ Emma Nesta.
Okay. Thank you so much, Emma.
Thank you.
Yes.